Morning guys, or afternoon. Obviously, as you know, I'm going on holiday tomorrow, so not tomorrow, next week, so I won't be doing any more videos. So I'm going to do a quick bit of maintenance on all the equipment, and I thought I'd do a bit of a van tour, pressure washing setup tour before I go, give you some content to watch over the next week. So yeah, let's get the van emptied and we'll go and talk through all the stuff. Hey man, have you got my combi drill in your van at the moment? Because I haven't got it in my van, so I'm assuming nobody's stolen it. Okay guys, that's the van more or less empty. I'll probably give this a little bit of a sweep and a tidy up. Those are just sandbags which I keep because they're useful for picking up rubbish, so waste not. This hook obviously will stay. This is just where I mount my my garden hose, just to fill up the water butt. Just a kneeling pad, so it's more or less empty. That's one of those clip-on multi-tool attachment things. It's just broken, but I just keep it in the van in case my sweeping brush breaks and I can just quickly pick up an attachment for that. Right, so let's do a tour. So this is all the kit. I think I'll run through every piece one by one and maintain it as I go. So we'll start off with the pressure washer. It's a Hyundai 4000 PSI machine. It's really reliable, really good, quite loud though, and it needs an oil change, so I'll do that now. Nice clean driveway, so it's worth putting something for oil catchment below. Oil's just in here. It is dual mount, so there is one the other side. And the rule of thumb is to top it up to the brim, and then that's full. With this machine, use SAE 30 motor oil, so I'll just get a funnel and we'll top that up. Okay, it's not actually the best to fill up this machine because it's kind of off to one side a little. Sorry, it's quite a shallow neck. I was lying about the oil. It's 15 watt 30 or 40 is fine. I only have a little left, so I'm just going to throw that in there and see how far it goes. Takes a minute. Okay, that's the last of what I have, so I'll have to go to the shop and get some more shortly, because that's still reasonably low. As I said, it should be up to the filler neck, and it's not. So yeah, as I said, this is a 4000 psi 15 litre a minute machine. It works off suction now. It can be attached to a garden hose, but it's terrible. You don't get the right pressure and everything. So, but otherwise, that's a really great machine. I never run out to 4000 psi because it's just not necessary. The highest I really use it is 3000, and that would be basically the limit for me. Next piece of equipment is the floor surface or flat surface cleaner, which is the BE Whirlaway 18-inch. A lot of people complain about the casters on these, but I haven't had any issues yet. And to maintain that, I usually do this at the end of every job, but I haven't done for the last couple. So just going to grease it. There's a grease nipple there. Just push it on there. A couple of decent squirts in there. Or 7. And that's that maintained. And then we'll go to the 2-stroke leaf blower. Again, pretty easy maintenance, doesn't need any oil in it except in the fuel. Okay. That's slightly lower than it needs to be, but it only takes a smidge of 2-stroke oil, so I'll just put a little splash in there. And really, it honestly is a smidge, like barely anything. A little touch more. Okay, that might be a little bit oil rich, but that's good enough. Put the lid on, give it a once over, a little shake. And then we'll top up the machine, because that's run out of fuel almost. And I'd like everything ready for next week when I come back. Okay. some reason this bottle always leaves a little drip in the end, so never quite fills it up, but that's fine. That's that maintained. Okay, and then otherwise there's not really any maintenance to do. Just tidy things up and reorganise, put them away. I'll run through the rest of the kit I have. Obviously this is just a Cobra leaf blower, it's not expensive, 130 quid, but really good. I had one before, and I think someone put something else in the petrol tank and wrecked it, because it wasn't me, but it never worked again. And you know, I took apart the carb and everything and it just broke, but I just got a new one, and this one's pretty nice. 10 litre jerry can. This is usually enough for me to do most jobs. The machine, the pressure washer holds about 5 litres in the tank, maybe a little more. So I can fill up twice with this in the day, and that will last a whole day. Like I've never run out when I've had 10 litres. And I don't pre-fill the tank either. I just fill this up in the morning, and then that takes me through mostly a whole day. So it's a really good bit of kit. In terms of my toolboxes, this is all my pressure washing stuff in this little box, just various attachments, soft wash, I guess you call them tips, just conversions for the ratio of soft wash, you know, sodium hypochlorite that I use with my water. I usually go somewhere around 4 or 5 in 1. I think it's 5 in 1 I'm using right now, and it's still in there. Yeah, and just various tips. In here I keep all my other attachments, my pressure gauges. That one sucks, doesn't work. This one's good. And yeah, just various spare parts, hose pipe attachments, spanners, you know, extra attachments in case mine break. This one actually has a broken O-ring, or no O-ring at all, it's gone. And my turbo nozzle, things like that. It's quite full. This is my main toolbox, where I just keep miscellaneous things and some of my plastering kit. There's my trowel. But yeah, this is just various stuff, mostly plastering tools, but some other stuff that I just like to have on hand. It's useful to have in case something breaks or I need a tool for a specific job. I like to be prepared, so I keep all that there. In fact, this can go back in there. Camera tripod, obviously a garden hose, you don't need to know about that. My 2 lances, I just have a small lance which I use sometimes for rinsing but mostly for hypo, and then obviously my main lance. I have a weed killer dispenser which I use for aftercare, where I go back to people's jobs, you know, a few weeks later, you know, if they've got little weeds like this cropping up, and you know, once they've got some leaf surface area, I'll go back and spray, and that's just an aftercare treatment. What else? Hypo, it's just normal Pure Seal sodium hypochlorite, surfactant from, I think from Pure Seal as well. I need to get some more of that actually, because I've run out. That's just enough to treat another barrel. My weed killer's in there. It's just glyphosate, strong stuff, but really good, effective. This is another box of miscellaneous bits. Got my XJ M5, it's amazing, but there is an upgrade kit which I'm going to get, because this is already starting to wear out, because it's not, well, I guess it's not stainless steel, so I'm going to buy the upgrade kit in a few weeks. Toilet paper, if you have a van, always keep toilet paper. You just need it. Back brace, because I have a back injury. Just some spare random bits. These are grease tips for the grease nozzle, but I don't need them. I just use that for the surface cleaner. Jerry can bits, you know, just various few camera attachments, another hose pipe bit, and some funnels. This is my water tank. It's just 230 litres. It's not going to be a permanent addition. I will eventually get a van one. I just needed something, and I keep my hoses in there. I have 2 hoses. One is 15 meters and the other is 30. The 30 is 3/8 and the 15 I think is a tighter diameter. I keep them in here temporarily, but I do have a hose reel coming. It's going to arrive when I'm away on holiday, which is going to be ideal. So as long as it does get delivered, I will create a shelf there somewhere across the top on the left side, and I'll probably be lower down, and I'll put my reel on there so I can walk out of the van. I'm going to do a bit of a reshuffle of the van once that arrives, and decide where I'm going to keep it, because obviously the surface cleaner currently leans up on there, so the shelf can't come out too far, and I have the water barrel to deal with, so I need to come up with some kind of shelving solution to tidy up the van a little bit so that there's less stuff on the floor, because I need floor space for all the main kit, like the barrel, surface cleaner and the pressure washer. I'm going to pack the van again now, and I'm going to try and organise my tools in a better manner so that, you know, there's less clutter in here. But yeah, basically that's all the maintenance I really need to do week to week. I just, like I said, grease the surface cleaner. I top up the fuel and 2-stroke oil in the leaf blower. Pressure washer I don't refuel at the end of the week. I just, you know, as I said, I need to get new oil in there, it just needs topping up. I will go and buy some more oil in a minute, and then I'll do that, but I'll just pack everything into the van now before I drive off to get new oil. But yeah, otherwise it's just a case of tidying up the van, which we'll do now. Oops. Okay guys, I hope you liked the van tour. It might not have been the best tour. My setup's quite simple. I don't necessarily believe in overkill. I don't think you need all that much in terms of equipment. You just need good equipment. That being said, I am thinking about buying a trailer and doing a full pressure washing trailer setup, and then keeping my van just for like storage, miscellaneous stuff. So I may do that in the future, and I might redo a tour. But otherwise, that's my kit. It's pretty simple. It's not a massively expensive setup, but it is still a few quid, and it does the job. I am still upgrading as time goes on. I'm obviously getting the hose reel that's coming next week, so I'll be doing a little bit more of a build out in the van. So, you know, perhaps once that's done and I get a better tank, I'll do another video. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you when I get back from holiday.